Hey, welcome to the channel, The Popthusiast. I am Paul, and in today's video, I wanted to take a look back at a couple cartoons that I used to watch when I was a kid that I really enjoy and was super excited when they had made some Funko Pops of them. So they are Inspector Gadget and Speed Racer. So we're going to take an out-of-box look at all the current Pops for both of these lines and talk a little bit about the show as well. Also, this video is sponsored by Mercari, the selling app, where you can buy and sell all sorts of stuff. So check out Mercari if you don't have an account and get rid of some of that stuff that might be laying around the house that you don't really want anymore, or check out what's on there. I find quite a few of my collectibles on Mercari, so check it out. Now let's take a look at these Pops. So let's start off with the Inspector Gadget set. So the very first one, this is the common standard version of Inspector Gadget where he's got the magnifying glass and he's pointing his finger. So kind of the stereotypical pose for him. So Inspector Gadget debuted in 1983 and he was actually voiced by the actor from Get Smart, which was kind of the previous bumbling detective from that series. I think he had a shoe phone and all that kind of corny stuff, which was really neat. But anyway, I remember watching that show at Nick at Night. But Inspector Gadget, as you may know, is kind of this bumbling detective that really doesn't have any business solving any cases, but ends up solving them all anyway because of his trusted niece, who's very smart, Penny, who we'll see her pop in a minute, and then their dog named Brain, who has the IQ of a human, which would be cool to see a pop of Brain at some point as well. But this is the kind of common, basic version of him, and I think they captured his features perfectly. In the cartoon, he has a little bit more of an elongated face, but with Pops, they tend to have kind of rounded faces, so it kind of is what it is. They do have his chin, which is good, but it captures the outfit perfectly. His pointy hair sticking out from under his hat, where a lot of those gadgets are. So here's Inspector Gadget, the common standard version. And here's his very smart niece, Penny. So she's one of the main reasons why he solves a lot of his cases. She's got her watch here as well, as you can see, which is important to the show, where she communicates with the dog, Brain, to help Inspector Gadget along the way. So they did a nice job capturing Penny too. Her outfit is spot on. She's got the pigtail hair. I guess I never realized she had yellow and red shoes, but that's really neat, kind of the patchy jeans. So there is smart Penny. And then the rest of the line so far is just different variants of Inspector Gadget. So the other common Inspector Gadget is him as he's flying. Go Gadget Copter! So this is the Gadget Copter, which kind of comes out of his hat, as you can see, and the arms flap out of his hat as well. One thing that always amazed me, which of course is a cartoon, but he had so many gadgets that fit into his coat and costume, and I guess were a part of his body, that it just didn't make sense that they all would fit in those areas, but I guess it doesn't have to make sense. It was a cartoon. This is him kind of in mid-flight, so this is really, really a neat pop. And in my opinion, could have been exclusive, really. I think people would probably pay a little bit more for this. And it's a pretty hefty pop too, because it's got all these different details and things on it. So really, really cool pop. And then we have Go Gadget Skates. So this is the only exclusive of Inspector Gadget. So this is where he's got his thruster skates on that kind of pop out of his shoes. And then he's got the alarm that up here that pops out of his hat, so or the siren that pops out of his hat. So really neat pop. This was on the Funko shop, I believe, and I got it at a discount when they were having a sale. It might even still be available on the Funko shop, I don't know. He's got a different pose. His hands are in different positions here as he's skating. Now, Inspector Gadget, from what I remember, was not very coordinated, so I believe he wasn't really too smooth on his skates. I just noticed this is really neat. So you can start to see his bionic arms underneath between his glove and the trench coat there. If you can see on both sides, that's a really neat detail there. And it would be awesome if they came out with an Inspector Gadget with him with the bionic legs and bionic arms in some way. I'm sure they will at some point. But so far, those are the ones from the regular line and the exclusive. And there's one chase from the set as well. So we'll go ahead and take this guy out of the box. As you're opening the box, some of the pop boxes have really neat, they have phrases from the show or from the movie or whatever the character is on the lid sometimes. And so this one says, "Halt in the name of the law," which he said a lot. So the Chase version, so this would be kind of considered what I call a lazy chase. So a lazy chase to me is when the regular pop and the chase pop look pretty close to the same, and there's only one or two differences to it. In this case, the chase has the arm coming out of his hat and his badge, which is neat. And because I loved Inspector Gadget in the show, I did want to get the chase for the collection, even though it's somewhat of a lazy chase. I usually pass on lazy chases, but this one I did want to get. So this is when he's showing his badge off. So let's see, what is it actually? It doesn't say anything. It's just a badge. So I don't know if you saw a guy that kind of looked weird with a trench coat walking down the street, and he showed you a badge that came out of his hat. Would you stop? I wouldn't. So there's the Chase Inspector Gadget. So besides the dog, it would be cool for them to make Brain the dog. It also would be cool if they made I think is it Dr. Claw, Mr. Claw, the villain, the main villain of the series, where they only show him from behind his chair and he's got the bionic arm sitting there petting his cat. So it'd be cool to get maybe a pop of him, his chair, his arm, and then the cat. Next, let's take a look at the Speed Racer line, which has the exact same number of pops as the Inspector Gadget line at this point. So there's two commons. So there's the regular Speed Racer. So here's Speed Racer himself. They got his kind of anime sailor looking outfit here with the red tie, the blue shirt, the white pants, brown shoes, and they have his helmet. He's got the yellow driving gloves on. Visor is flipped up. So this is kind of his iconic pose, kind of the weird pose that he had in the show. So Speed Racer for me, you know, I have not seen every episode, but when I did watch it, I just remember laughing constantly. It was a really corny, campy, really ridiculous show, but you couldn't take your eyes off of it when you were watching it. And so here is Speed Racer, who really, when you think back on it, was kind of a win at all costs kind of a person, from what I can remember. So he was really obsessed with winning. So the other common in the set, this is Racer X. So that we come to find out is when you watch the show is actually Speed Racer's brother. So there's really weird family dynamics going on with the dad and then the brother, and I can't remember if it was ever revealed to Speed Racer that this was his brother, but this is Racer X. So I don't know why his brother never revealed himself or why he chose to race Speed Racer. I don't remember any of that. Maybe if you do, comment below. But this is a really neat pop. They captured the features of Racer X, you know, pretty perfectly. And then there's a variant exclusive of Speed Racer. So this was also a Funko Shop exclusive. This is with his visor down and he's holding the winning trophy. So this was, I got this one actually the same time that I got the Inspector Gadget Funko Shop exclusive. It was on sale. So I think I got each for $7.50 a piece. So this was a neat pop. So he's got the same outfit, everything's the same, just different pose, visor down, thumbs up, first place trophy. Now a little bit different from the Inspector Gadget line, Speed Racer has a pop ride. Of course, you know, usually the characters that have some sort of a vehicle naturally in the show end up having a pop ride, which makes sense. So this is Speed Racer in his number 5 race car. License plate says Mach 5. He's got the M on the car and on his helmet as well. And he's sitting in the car. There's a complete pop in there. If you look, you can even see his shoes. I don't know if you can see that. You cannot take him out. So the newer pop rides over the last several years are stationary. They're in the pop, which is good. Although it was kind of cool, the initial, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 pop rides that they came out with, you could actually remove the pop and put it back into the car or put other pops in the vehicle. But this one's stationary, so he's kind of in a slanted, you know, driving the car pose in this one. So just really neat pop, and was a must have for me to kind of complete this animation set. So there's Speed Racer in his car. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go! Okay, now last we have the Chase. There's a Chase in this set. and it's the demon face Speed Racer, which I remember, but I don't remember exactly what it was for. When I looked it up as well, I couldn't really find much on it, but let's take him out of the box and take a closer look. So he comes with a stand. He is in the same pose as the common Speed Racer that I showed you. It just is a different face. So he's got the demon face, I think it's what it's called, with the big ears. So I don't know if this is supposed to signify kind of his obsession of winning, like he kind of becomes this demon face character and just puts pedal to the metal and has got to win the race at all costs. I could be completely wrong about that, I don't know. But this is a cool chase. This is a pretty much different, you know, almost completely different than the regular common. So this was really a chase that I wanted to pick up, and it's, I think, only about 15 bucks, $15 to $20 if you wanted to buy it on the secondary market, which I did. I think I got this on Mercari. So just really neat pop, really neat features on this guy, you know, pretty scary. Oh, so there's the Speed Racer chase. So there you have it, the full complete sets for Inspector Gadget and Speed Racer. So hope you enjoyed that. Comment below if you have these pops or if you're looking for these pops. Of course, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, The Popthusiast. Now I'm gonna get back to playing with these, so we'll see you next time.